Hello! This is the video for the warm or cool colors names for the art, for our art show. So, our Amana art show for the 2020-2021 school year is going to all be virtual. And I have given you guys the choice of 3 projects that you can look through. So this is going to be the this is going to be the video showing you how to do the warm or cool color name. This page, which is also going to be on the Nearpod, so you will have a chance to access it, has a link to a gallery that's got many more examples of this artwork, so you can see what some other students at another school has done. So I'll walk you through the steps and then I'll actually show you the steps. The first step is to write your name in large letters that go from the top to the bottom of the page. I'm going to emphasize to you that you write lightly first. That way you can erase things if you need to. When I first did mine, I ran out of space for my Z. So I had to erase mine and start over again. That's okay. Once you have your name filling the page, you will make the letters big and bold. You can do this with a marker, you can do this with using your pencil to just make them bigger, or you can use a crayon. That's up to you. Then you are going to choose between warm colors, red, yellow, or orange, or cool colors, blue, purple, or green, for your decoration, for the inside between the lines. You will fill up the spaces between and around your letters and patterns for the colors that you picked. So you can see here, this is my example of the first part where you are just making the letters tall. They go from the top to the bottom. And I have them kind of close together. It's perfectly fine if your letters touch in places. You can see the F, R, A, N, and Z for my last name. Then this is my warm color example. I picked warm colors for this example. I did a lot of different patterns. I did stripes between this one. Then I filled in the inside of the R with polka dots. I did a kind of a cross section over here. And then I did the more stripes. Stripes is fairly common. We've got wavy lines. We've got these little square inside of a square. That one I did actually just do solid tiny stripes. Curly cues, big spirals, and big stripes. And then this is my example of doing it in cool colors. You don't have to do 2 names. I did 2 names so I can show people 2 examples in those colors. So if you want to stick around, watch, and I will show you how I am going to do this project. So I knew that I need to start mine at the end, very close to the edge. I'm going to do one of my dog's names to make this different. So let's see, first I'm going to draw lightly, again, so I can, oh, you can't even see that, can you? A little bit, there we go. I'm drawing lightly so I can tell, or so I can see if I'll even fill up the whole page. So if I like what I've done, I can go back over and make it. See, now I'm getting too close to the edges. And that wasn't big enough. If you use a really long name, you will probably need to write smaller. And I'm going to do, ta-da. All right, so now that I have Ziggy written down, I'm going to use a Sharpie. I have a Sharpie. If you have a Sharpie, use it. If you don't have a Sharpie, look, you can make your letters bigger. That light is just gonna, is that a little bit better? That's a little bit better. Or so you can do something like this. And you can keep making your letters bigger. Like I said, I'm going to do this with the Sharpie just to make it go quicker. Alright, so now that I've gotten this done, I'm going to make that side a little bit. There you go, so better. So now that I've gotten this done, I've got all these white spaces with this is where I'm going to be putting all my patterns. So it's me, and personally, I like cool colors better. So I'm going to be sticking with blue, purple, and green for my examples. You can use all different kinds of them. So I've also got light green and this kind of army green, and then I've got a light blue and a really bright blue, although you probably can't tell that it's brighter than that one. Then I've got this lavender, very pink or very light purple, and then I've got this kind of darkish purple color. So you can use lots of different kinds of your colors, but there's no actual red, orange, or yellow in this because I'm using all of the cool colors. And I know my camera makes these two look like they're not, but I promise you they're both purples. So now I'm just going to start filling these up, and I'm going to use different sections. So you can do this with with your cool colors if you're like me, or you can do it with warm colors. If you go through the website that I posted, the gallery, it's got a lot of examples of how other kinds of patterns kids made. So you can always use that for inspiration. And I'm going to fill all of these white spaces, but I'm going to keep the same design in the space that I do. So if I'm going to make this be a space that has these curly cues in it, I'm just going to keep them in just this space right here. I would also like to point something out to you. Even though I just showed you a whole bunch of markers, you do not have to just use markers. I'm going to end up using some other things like color pencils and crayons online as well. You can just use one kind if you want. And there you have. I have done the entire name all with cool colors. So that's the example for the warm or cool colors name.